Happy Monday. Is this thing on? Am I on? Am I streaming or am I dreaming? Oh, wait a second. I had to mute myself so I don't hurt myself. I don't know. Hello, happy Monday. It seems like it's been a minute since I was sitting here talking to you. I mean, I sit here a lot, but talking to you, I don't always get to do, boo. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So Mark is here, Jay Stones, Patty, Russell's here. How's Rolled Oats? Good to see you. We got Kevin, we got Alexia, and Ray, and Mr. Weapon 10. Mr. Weapon 10. Gonna have the Guinness, gonna bust out the Guinness. I'm strong to the finish because I drink my Guinness. I'm Jeffrey the Blather Man. The Blather Man's in town. Blather up. Blather up. He's going to shave off some of your minutes. That's not a euphemism for anything. I'm going to shave off some of your minutes. Where is Hans? Where is Hans? Very good. Very good, Russell. We're doing an APB on Hans. Going to put out some feelers, see if we can get him. Mike Hughes is here. We got Mike Hughes in the news today. Hughes and Brews is a fest we're going to put together, I think. Hughes and Brews. I like that. We were thinking of that as a title for Fracassi Fest. Hughes and Brews. Greetings and salutations to Stephen Dwayne Nelson Jr., and I'm glad to see you here, Stephen Dwayne Nelson Jr. Let's do it. Hughes and Brews in West Virginia. WVA. Claire Kelly, good evening to you. Mitch is here. Hello, Mitch. Look at this, Mitch. I'm drinking a Guinness, in case you're wondering. I think I'm gonna, when I go to Fracassi Fest, I'm going there with I gotta get a kegerator between now and then. And come back. I gotta do it. And see if I can get little Mitch to teach me how to tap a keg. Never tapped a keg. I wasn't a frat boy. Everything I've ever drunk came out of cans, tin cans, aluminum cans. You could taste the metal. And it was whatever we could get away with buying. You know, so I didn't tap kegs. I wasn't invited to those parties. You know, if you could tap a keg, if you're at a party and you had a keg, you're already out of my socio stratosphere. You know, that strata I occupy on the ass end of Chicago. You know, that little layer of filth I wallowed in as a little teenager, a young 20-something. Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants got himself a keg. Oh, I hosted your place last week. I know, I saw it. It was awesome. Did you ever, did the police straighten it all out? Did you ever get it figured out, or the lawsuits pending? GoFundMe or Go Keg Me. Ah, that's a good idea. I like the way you think, Stephen Wilson Jr. I'm here. We can get started now. Andrew's here. Andrew, Jacob, I think I saw you comment on, there was a Curious King live stream with another booktuber. I don't know who that, Patrak? I don't know the guy's name, but he did a live stream with Anthony K from Curious King. What an awesome time that was. Well, I saw you there. I see things. I have windows to the world. If I get a little bit of foam in my stash, in my beard, just drop a comment and say, Jeff, come on, I'm tired of looking at that thing bobbing on your face. Bam, bam. It just becomes something you can't look away from. What's that foam? Self-taught. No beer balls. No beer balls. No pony kegs, nothing. What's up, Tim? Good to see you. I have tagged many different sizes of keg. Pony keg, party ball. Who had the party ball? Somebody had the party ball. That was like they were trying to get these social mobility climbers who were just like drinking the case of Natty Light because it's like 24 cans of Natty Light for like $6. And so they're like, well, we'll get this crowd a keg of its own. It's a party ball. Just got released on bail. Oh, good. I'm glad it worked out for you. Good evening, Lance. Good to see you. I'm going to get this straightened out with these book plates. I know Lance was asking me about it. I need your address. If you're on the FOMO or limited edition tiers on my Patreon, you're getting a book plate. A book plate. And what will that book plate look like? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's a No One Is Safe book plate signed by the man. Yeah, I just got to get your addresses. So if you're on those tiers, you know, the FOMO or limited edition tiers, then you can, I need your address. So update your account with your address and allow me to see it, and then I'll send it to you. So that's all I got. I just got to work it out. Here's the thing. When I set up my Patreon, I did not click let me see their addresses or get their addresses Patreon. So I'm going to send them things in the mail. And I didn't click that. So when everybody signed up, that was not asked of them. So maybe go there. If not, I'm just going to have to do this. I mean, it's not like there are thousands of you. It's a very elite group. I think I can get, and a lot of you guys already have your emails or your addresses, your home addresses. So it's not even a big deal for me to get them. But I'm going to need them for the people. I still have my beer ball tap. Yeah, that was me. I was being annoying as AF, but I loved it. Yeah, Patrick with an E. Yes. Evening, Sean. And you wanted the Discord. See, Sean, I know that, and I remember that, and I got to get you the Discord. I'll hit you up. So yes. Speaking of which, why on earth do we need another Farseer trilogy? Well, okay, so now you're getting into this stuff. You're talking about Curious King. We're going to talk about Curious King. I don't know why anybody would need anything. I don't know. I'm not a fantasy boy. You know, that's just not my bag. And so I can only put myself in their shoes. Like, why do you need another copy of? And it's legitimate. I think some series, some books are done to death, and because they're so popular, because they are guaranteed sale. I don't know anything about Robin Hobbs. Hob the Knob. Isn't that his tagline? Hob the Knob. I cracked myself up. Guilty. I'm a guilty guy. I don't know anything about that series, so I don't know. Maybe some. You know what? I'm doing a Zach's book thing. Hold on. That was bothering me. I had the dehumidifier going this whole time. That's not cool. It's not cool. So I don't know why you would need it, but you're gonna get it. And I gotta say that. Let me move some stuff out the way over here. I gotta say, if it's going to look anything like this beautiful book, seriously, can we talk about it? The Amethyst edition of the 5th season. I mean, this is like a numbered Suntup with a dust jacket, and this dust jacket is like card stock. It's so totally heavy duty. And the book is like, I'm like, my hands are too dirty to hold it. It's amazing. Yeah, you know what? I didn't huff it when I did my video. Ooh, yeah, that ooh. And then he bumped again, and then he bumped again. See, now I'm paranoid about my hand. My hand. It's like I'm like Lady Macbeth, you know? I can't get the filth out of me. Again, getting back to my teens and 20s as occupying a certain layer of filth in the south side of Chicago. I can never get clean. You know what I'm saying? I can never be clean. I could take a cheese grater to these fingers and I still smell like rotten produce. But that's it's between me and my therapist. It's between me and my therapist. But this is a stunning edition. So what I would say to you, Stephen Dwayne Nelson Jr., to fans of that series who maybe never got another a limited edition of the Farseer trilogy, they're on deck for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are books I missed out on. Like, for example, Suntup did Boy's Life. I missed out on the subpress edition. Am I glad that Suntup is doing it? Yeah, you're damn right I am. Uh-oh. This radio demanded to be listened to in that moment, and who am I to deny the radio? Hobbs is a woman, I thought. I don't know nothing. I'm sorry if I misgendered. There's an option to also send the Patreon creator a message directly. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Flash Phil's here. Good to see you. Okay, hold on. I still have my beer ball. We thought the foam was just a mild case of rabies. I am rabid. That's probably why I froth, I think I've probably tapped the most kegs here and kegged the most kegs. Did 18 today. Jesus. Farseer is going to be epic, though. I don't care for the subpress editions. Yes, Phil. I said, hello, Phil. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you. See, that's the thing. Like, the subpress is a U.S. limited edition publisher. Curious King is a UK fine press publisher. You can find those distinctions, and I think like Fifth Season was done by Subpress too, and good on them. But Subpress just ain't doing the fine press. I don't think I'm getting any posts except the news. We got to figure that out, Stephen Williams. We got to figure that out. Hans only has beef with Jeff. I know. No, it's not you. So wait, is Hans still mad at all of us? No, I don't. It's all on me. Don't. The guilt's all mine. Hobbs is a woman. So yeah, okay. So Robin Hobbs. Then I can't make that Hob the Knob joke because that's not cool now. Now I said it knowing, and now I'm complicit in my own demise. Now I understand. I should just see myself out. Stephen Dwayne Nelson Jr., do you got the login? You want to take over and do the show tonight again? Because I probably have to turn myself in. Canceled, see? Always go with the fine press, yeah. Yeah, too much damn overlap. Mm-hmm. I am also haunted by the ghosts of rotten produce. It's like a corpse. Once you smell it, it gets deep. It gets deep in your nose holes. That was a movie once, wasn't it? Deep in the nose holes, and you can't escape it. You'll never get clean. You're never worthy. Let him have his moment. I haven't read Farseer or any of the Robin Hobb books. I will get to them eventually. I think, like I said in my one video, I am dying to read The Blade itself. Now I want to read the fifth season. The thing is, I saw the fifth season come out. I've heard all the buzz. It sounds epic. It won the Hugo. Every book in the trilogy won a Hugo. That's quite an accomplishment. So everything kind of sets it up for epic, right? But we've been there before with Dune. And but Anthony Kay made one hell of a case. And I'm not talking about slipcase. I'm talking about a pitch for me to read this book. So Blade itself, fifth season, and then the Thomas Covenant titles. Peter Hunt recommended those to me, and I found him at Salvation Army. the whole trilogy, or the first, I don't know how many there are, but the first trilogy, the first three, Thomas Covenant series. So Lord Fowl's Bane, the Iliath. I don't know. They give them crazy titles. These fantasy folks. So, sure, I'll be your Johnny Carson. Anyone have a King edition of Ready Player One? Looks amazing. That's the rebind. That is nuts. That is bonkers. Packed in at a Atari 2600. GTFO. GTFO. FFFO. That's awesome. So, like, I didn't see Curious King competing with Suntup because of the genres, but there's a definite overlap. Definite. And this book was 225 pounds. That translates to $275, which, after shipping, this is a $300 book to me from the UK. And that puts it squarely between an artist and a numbered. And I think Anthony K is stretching and giving you even more value than $300 for that book. So those are two fine press titans. They are on different sides of the pond, and they are doing different they're in different arenas, sci-fi and fantasy and then horror, and we're getting into some literature for sure. And then this week is a Suntup release week. I am dying to see how this one goes. It'll be Thursday. I've interviewed no one because I would need if I was to interview the author of this book, I would need two things. A translator and a seance, a spirit guide, a medium, if you will. And will you? I would need a medium and a translator to do the interview. And that would be awesome. That would be great content. I could do a cheesy thing and reenact it and do like a skit. But do you really want to see a Jeff Ward skit in that regard? I don't think you do. I don't think I do. But I'm dying to see how this one turns out. I think there's so much that Paul could do with this book. I think it's going to be just something you're going to want to see. You're probably going to want to hold it and read it, but to see it is probably going to be a treat. So that will be. I just want to say, though, I hope Hans does come back. I don't think anyone went too far that night. If it's the same I'm thinking about, do be aware that his second-person POV, and I know some people don't like that. Oh, yeah, the 5th season. I already read the reviews. There are many glowing reviews. And then I will say the 1-star, I go right to the 1-star. And if the 1-star reviews are all over the place, like they're not, like they're all angry about the book for different reasons, I could just say, all right, that's a reader issue. That's an individual issue. That's not I don't have to take it. But if they're all consistent and they're unified in a problem, then I can decide, is that a problem I'm going to have? Or is it something that's like a big problem that, that's a fatal flaw? But the way this book is rated, it looks like there is a sliver, there is a percentage that just don't like the second person style of the book, which I think could be cool and beautiful. I think that could really work if it's pulled off. And by the vast majority of love for this book, I'd say it probably is pulled off. And so for the people that they don't like it, I respect that. That's just their thing. But I still go into this with full throttle optimism. I think it's still going to be I think I'm going to gel with it. The problem is I'm going to want the other books in this series then. Same thing with Joe Abercrombie, The Blade Itself. He will once Jeff finishes his formal apology. I'm still composing it. Almost done with Oracle. Oh boy. I'm so glad to hear that, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. I cannot wait to get to that. Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. That makes me happy. I love hearing that. I think Chris Webster had one, but may have sold his whole collection. Oh, the Ready Player One? Yeah. I didn't like the first Dune or the Foundation trilogy. Not my flavor. Yeah, and that's cool. Like I didn't like Brothers of the Wind because I don't like that high fantasy, regal names and lineages and all that stuff. The short abstract I read about the 5th season is like, that's the sweetness. That's the sweetness. It sounds awesome. Same thing with the blade itself. That's the sweetness. So I'm really jiving with the selections Curious King is doing, and then Hyperion Cantos by Dan Simmons. That's quite a selection as well. I'm not going to even answer that, Stephen Reed. Or a time machine and a translator. Yeah, a time machine would be great. But here's the thing. I think if I go back to the time of this author, I will probably be killed. People think you could travel in time with impunity. You go back to certain times in human history, and you're just going to be straight up killed as a demon or something. They're going to be like, what the hell is this thing? The Jeff word. Kill him. Burn him alive. Interview via Ouija board. Yeah, that would be good. Hey, Expat, good to see you. It's going to be the Divine Comedy, Hoping. An Italian translator or a Spanish translator? That would give it away, I think, because there are some guesses. If I said what language that translator needed to speak, that would tip it. That would tip it. I'm still hoping it's Don Quixote. Man de la Mancha. I know. Man is el hombre de la Mancha or whatever. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what this next Suntup book is. Do you think there will be any numbered available? It's a wild card. I mean, really, it is a wild card. My gut says yes, there will be numbered editions available. But I don't know price point. I don't know. I don't know anything but the title. And I have the info on the art, I believe. But I had no one to interview. So it's a wild, it is a wild. Here's my guess. My gut is saying there will be some available. And then depending on the next quarter announcement, that might impact. Because again, I don't know price point. I don't know. That's the big one, right? That's the big one, the price point. I have a feeling it's going to be gorgeous. And I don't doubt whoever buys it's going to be very happy to have it. It's a tough one. It's such a guess. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sorry it's not more helpful. BVCF. What? I don't know what that means. Oops, sorry. That was my dog. Ignore the gibberish. I'm like, what code? What do we need to send units to your house to save you? I want to say yes, but they do go pretty fast. It's best to be logged into everything if you end up wanting it. Yeah. I like it more than Echo. Oh, I love to hear that. We're having that Thomas Old Hoovelt conversation. Oh, I love hearing that because I loved Echo. And I know that was sort of a divisive title for people. for any number of reasons, but it had a really strong, creepy ending. But the story, the depth of the story, and the whole take on possession for Echo, I thought was brilliant. It just didn't move fast enough for people. There was the beginning was just like the scariest beginning I've had in a book in a long time. Seriously, it was one of those things where you're just kind of looking around the room. You're kind of looking you suddenly do not like the dark room you're in. And I thought it was a brilliant, and none of the book sort of gets back to that sort of ferocity. But there are super creepy moments throughout that book. And I thought it was beautiful. It was a beautiful book, completely original take on possession, and chilling. I mean, I loved it so much. And then some people were like, it just didn't move fast enough. It was too slow. It bogged down here and there. I didn't really get it. I that's fine. I mean, but if you like Oracle more, wow, that's awesome. I'm so looking forward to that. I mean, I'm reading No One Is Safe now. I just finished. I'm starting to worry about this Black Box of Doom. It's a great streak. When I'm done with No One Is Safe, then I'm going to read River of Souls. Just a great reading streak I'm going to be on. I wonder what Suntup's Winterset Hollow. They just sent an email that it was shipping soon, and they sent problems with quality book will be delayed. That's supposed to say, wonder what happened. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I really, there's two books I regret passing on. Psycho and Winterset Hollow. God, I want both of those so bad. And it sucks that there's a delay on that. Is it the numbered? Oh yeah, I could only exist in post-World War II America. Any other time, and I'm either a witch or a heretic. Yeah, you would be burned. You'd be burned. Me and you would be burned. I wonder what the numbered edition will cost. Will this be the first one to go over 1,000? No, Blood Meridian was 1,100, I believe. Yeah, you got it. Will you be able to compare the new Suntup release to recent deluxe editions from Folio? I can't. I can't. But that's just because I have a blind spot with Folio. No, well, I don't want to also give anything away. You're going to find out on Thursday what the book is. I'm happy to tease it. I'm happy to honestly hype it. I don't want to overhype anything. I don't want to oversell. It's all authentic, what I believe and what I feel about these books. So it's 100% authentic Beef Daddy opinion. You're not getting filler. I'm not bullshitting you. I love what I love, and I tell you I love it. But I don't know what Folio's done recently. So I can't. Charlie may have been over at G2. That was close. I think it was 975. Suntup's site says BM was 975. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, that's fair. I live for haunted ships. Hello, Johnny. Good to see you. Hex is still my favorite old, but I'm excited for Oracle. Just picked it up yesterday. Hex was awesome. Hex was really awesome. He's fantastic. I'm about to read a pretty sweet secret book soon. Don't know about you, Jeff. Yeah, I'm going to read a pretty sweet secret book as well as you, Mitch. I'm excited for that, too. Yes, it's a good streak, but I didn't feel like I could say anything about that other super secret book. So, I was respecting that author, Mitch. Just something you want to think about. It's a joke. I'm joking, Mitch. Although, if your ears are burning, you're a little blushed right now, then good. It's nice to catch up with Robert Grimm from Hex. Yeah, he's in Oracle. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm so jazzed now. I want to get down the book and look at it, but there's no art. I hope Suntup does other Thomas Old Whoville books. If you just started collecting today, what would be your first purchase? If I just started collecting, I don't do secondary market. So if I just started today, I would go to the Suntup site and get kin. That's what I would do. If I was just starting out. I'm just trying to, off the top of my head, think of what's new and available and that's getting me excited about buying and reading. That's collecting as far as like limited editions. But I would also go to Parnassus Books and get... I'm starting to worry about this Black Box of Doom. And then, of course, I would get all these trade editions. Boys in the Valley. Hey, guys, did you know Boys in the Valley is back at $8.50? $8.50, man. That's like buy one, get two free price. You get three for the price of one book. And it's still $8.50. If you're not on Amazon, and my link in the description, if you go to the description, it'll take you right there and you buy it. You buy it through my link and I get a kickback. It's just like Chicago politics. Look at this. Don't you want this? These are all first editions. First edition debut novel Fracassi. Although Cello with Strangers was a trade edition before this one. But still, this is the debut novel. This was first published by Earthling. I mean, come on. $8.50. You know what's funny here? How about this? $8.50. I paid $6.50 for this planner. Ha! And it doesn't even have content in it. You got to put that in yourself. Holy shit. $8.50. Come on. I bought 3. Okay. Jesse's here. No wonder my emojis are going off. That's it. Mitch, go on timeout. Yes. You and your secrets. He's really, just get my timey out chair. Let spam begin. Yes. Bring the spam. Raise the spam from the ground. I wish these were zombie emoticons so the zombies could float up from the ground like maggot meat. If I was just starting up, I'd get Serafina before it's sold out. Oh my God, dumb ass Jeff. That's an obvious one. Stupid. Why? And you know what? How about this? Where are we at? Here, right here. There it is. I had it queued up. Good to talk about it. Damn, Mitch, you saved my ass. That's a good one, Mitch, for the win right there. You go get Serafina. Oh my God. Folio did the Divine Comedy with Kirkpatrick translation. Okay. It started 30 minutes ago and goes for another hour unless Jeff rants and wants to go longer. I was just starting up. I'd get, duh. I read it already. Yeah, I got me another one the other day. Jeff, producer Jill's going to make you build a tiny house out of all your copies of that book when you're in trouble. Well, she's like, you know what? There are things you could buy that she likes to have in the house and own and have it. But there's nothing producer Jill likes better than a bargain. And this is a bargain. She's almost like, you are morally obligated to buy this book, Jeff. It's a sin. It's like a sin if you don't buy that book. And I don't know how long. It was at $8.50 and it went back up to like $24 or $27. And then it came back down to $8.50. In Prime, you get it for free shipping. But Serafina. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that this isn't sold out. I've refreshed it. It is 75% or over 90% sold out. There were only 75 copies left out of this print run. You're nuts if you don't get it. Nuts, I tell you. What are we doing? Boys in the Valley is such a great book. Yes, it is, Joshua. Good to see you, Joshua. Send me one of those. I got plans for them. There's people I already have lined up. I have to do good for some things. I would get the second print Centipede Press is doing of Kane books by Carl Wagner. We all have a different starting point, but yeah, $8 Earthling Boys in the Valley would also be a deal. Wow, that would be what? You definitely would want that. Yeah, get that Serafina FOMO marketing all the way, FOMO all the way. I'm so excited to get Cutter Sig with Serafina. Yes. Mitch, are you going to boot Jeff or am I? Oh, man. How ridiculous was that in Books of Horror? Oh, somebody did that? Somebody said it would be Earthling? Oh, my God. I'm lacing my boots up right now. Cutter is amazing. Yes. I know, right? What a moron. Well, more copies for us, smart folks. Wait, what happened? Now I'm missing it. Tell me what happened in Books of Horror. Do I got to go there? Do I need to go there to Books of Horror? See, now I got to know. Got to close that out. I'm just going to close that out. Books of Horror. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm probably not going to find it. I'll probably just scroll around. I'll just scroll around like a rube. Oh. Paul Miller just posted praise for Serafina. Look at this. This is in Books of Horror right now. Philip Fracassi, Serafina is a shape-shifting fever dream, part historical epic, part coming of age, but its horrors are 100 proof, pure, potent, and wholly terrifying. Booyah! Booyah! So, I want a limited edition of Little Heaven, but nobody wants to do it. Maybe somebody will. Speaking of rants, I haven't heard a peep about CD yet today. Are you feeling unwell? If you're looking, boom, there it is. The Stand limited edition artwork portfolio. They're just going to keep printing these bitches until they get enough money to release the books. And yeah, I don't know what else you want me to rant about, but this was annoying. And then I went to their production page. And holy shit, they're still waiting for Turn Down the Lights. That's from 2013, yo. 2013. Turn Down the Lights. It requires a pre-printing check. Oh my God. And then Stephen King Revisited right here. You know what that is? That's Richard Chismar's book report on Stephen King novels. Oh my God. Yeah. So it is. They're a crap fest. What a load. But they did get out there. If you like it darker, that's their big thing. Update on shipping. We are starting to ship If You Like It Darker by Stephen King at the end of this week. We don't get those copies ahead of the publication date like big companies out there. So copies purchased through us are arriving tomorrow. And that was 6/3. So 6/4. If you received an email shipping notice already, please read the FAQ below. Thank you. They're getting out a trade edition. So they sold a trade edition for an inflated price, and then they're just apologizing that they don't get it like the big publishers. Oh my God. Oh crap, I think the same way. Every dollar off is like $1 they're paying you to buy it. I'm reading Weave World in the book 2, part 1, third, and I'm really liking it. I'm reading Weave World in the book, part 2. Book 2, part... whatever. That is a great book. I haven't read it in a long time. Long time. I might have read that book only once, but I loved it. Clive Barker was one of my favorite authors. Damnation Game, then I read Weave World, Cabal, The The first two books of the Art, Great and Secret Show, Everville. Oh man, just such. I got Galilee on my shelf. I never read it. I read Sacrament. That's a good book too. It's not his best, but it's interesting. He could push the horror in that book a little better, but Heartbreak. Oh my God, talks about the AIDS scourge through San Francisco in the late '80s. Oh man, does that kill you? It's really interesting in that regard because it feels like for a lot of the book it gets to be almost a nonfiction book. I mean, it's total fiction, but you really feel like you get a look into a scene, a certain event that maybe a lot of us weren't exposed to, and it was. I do remember that. So I think that was that elevated the book in my opinion, because the other dark fantasy part of the book wasn't as full throttle Barker as I like, you know. But that part of the book where he talks about the scourge of AIDS through San Francisco's gay community was heart-wrenching. So it's a really cool part of that. I mean, that's what I'm recollecting. But I got to read Galilee, and Hellbound Heart's amazing. So Weaveworld I did like a lot. Glad I ordered Serafina, but I'm drooling to order Night of the Long Knives. Mr. Weapon 10, you are in for a treat. That is an amazing book. Read an early edition. Oh, Night of the Long Knives. I forgot about that. I read it, so I had the pleasure of having those memories in my head. But I'm so looking forward to that. That is going to be another fantastic Earthling release. I hope a lot of people get on board with that. Nothing in books of horror matters. What an awful price, in my opinion. I don't know what you're talking about. Probably it's my fault, really. Oh, was that $200? For F's sake, 2013 was the year before Mitch was born. I know. What are the odds the CD stand will be poorly bound? I don't know. The paper's probably going to be phone book paper. Mitch, back in the day, we used to have a book that had everybody's phone numbers in it. And that was the only way to get their phone numbers because the internet wasn't even a dream back then. And the paper was super thin because those books were really big. And they were given out free, so they're not going to give you, like, great paper. So that paper is going to be probably really bad. I don't know about poorly bound. It's going to be what it is. I'm getting a gift edition and an artist edition. I love The Stand. It's my favorite Stephen King book. And then I get that. And I still have other things I'm expecting from Cemetery Dance. But after I get those two books, the gift and the artist, I'm good. Beef Daddy's good. I can bury the hatchet. If I don't get those books, I'll still bury the hatchet, but it'll be right between Chismar's shoulder blades. I almost said soldier blades. Shoulder blades. Boom. No, that's for entertainment purposes and horror entertainment. It's not a threat. I would never, ever, I'm not a violent person. No. You'd have to do something really heinous for me to want to do that. And it wouldn't be over the money. Money is whatever, money is money. And, yeah. So I have to rescind that immediately. But they'll take it out of context because I'm running for office, I am. You didn't know? Oh, you didn't know? Oh, yeah, I'm running for office. I'm running from office. I had to break my not buying boycott of CD and bought the art portfolio for Pet Cemetery. Boycott is back on. See, it's great. You could pause a boycott. You're like, I'm just going to pause that. I'm going to buy an art portfolio and then I'm going to reinstate it. I have all the other art portfolios, so I'm gambling that it will be printed this decade. Here's the thing. I love Pet Cemetery, one of my absolute favorite Stephen King books. I will not buy the Cemetery Dance edition. Even if they said it's going to be signed by King for $375, I won't do it. They should. They absolutely should get Stephen King to sign the Pet Sematary for all the collectors who have waited since 2014. They absolutely should. Or limit the people who get the Stephen King signature to those people who bought the bundle initially. Something. The people need to be thrown a bone, an apology. That wouldn't even make me like them, but it would go a long way to forgiveness. The Great Imagica, yes. Imagica was fantastic. Yes. A book of phone numbers? That sounds so boring. Oh, wait till you see how it ends. Great, Jeff. Now you get to explain landlines. I can't do that. I don't have enough time. Imagica is one of my favorite books. Oh, that's awesome. I haven't read that in a long time. I remember Pie O Paw. I'm not going to spoil anything. Even though what I was going to say about Pie O Paw wouldn't necessarily be a spoiler if you haven't read the book. And even if you read the book, you're not going to know until the revelation, which is kind of a heartbreaking revelation at the end of that book. Love that book. Only read it once, I believe. Got the Suntup edition on deck for my next read of it. Can't wait to get to it. Beef Daddy used to rip them phone books in half when I was in the circus. I would do that, then I'd bite a chicken's head off. I don't still do it, no. Jesse, come to Fracassi Fest and find out. Not worth the emotional trauma. Jeff, please. I don't know what I did, but I probably did something wrong. And I apologize unconditionally, but with disclaimers. I'm sorry if you were offended. Yeah. So, yeah, Serafina, got to get that book. That would be a great place to start collecting. I guarantee Serafina is going to be an I told you so moment for Beef Daddy. I told everybody about Goblin. I told everybody about Boys in the Valley. Midas as well. Midas was awesome. And it's gonna be an I told you so situation. Is Midas still available? That's bothering me. Now we gotta go to the books. All right, we gotta go look. Currently available. Spirit of Place. Dune. One Who Was With Me. Nothing About Devour. Bloodlines. Bloodstained Wonderland. And Bloodstained Neverland is forthcoming. I was tempted by Clive Barker's Next Testament. Oh, and this should not be here. They say a girl died here once. That should not be here. You guys should get that book. That would be a great place to start. Sarah Pinborough. Halloween 2016 edition. Buy a copy for just $35, signed, numbered. It's a great read. I don't know why you wouldn't. New Crisp this weekend from CP. Yeah, let me pull that up. It was kind of a heartbreaking email from Jared. Where was it? It was Sunday. It wasn't like ages ago. Centipede Press. So yes. So Doug Lewis. I don't understand. Doug Lewis by Thomas Kellogg. I didn't understand it, but his friend who operated. Oh, the Little Bookshop of Horror. Oh, he passed away of complication of diabetes. Oh, that's so sad. Doug started out the bookstore when he was unable to find a copy of Lansdale's and Night Runners to purchase. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, that was... Oh, Thomas Kellogg wrote the tribute. Okay. Oh, that's sad. It's sad news. Um, but yes, Ghost Story is still not arrived. He's going to send it out. It's coming. So that's good. Then there are the Kane books. These are taking a little longer. But each book has a numbered page in the back, so it'll help the value of your sets. What do you all think? Oh, these are taking a little longer than we want, but we have them up for pre-order right after or right before the July 4th week. I'll give you all a 1 week notice so you are poised at your desktop. Even though these are reprints, would you be all right if we put a limitation page with a book number in the back of each, numbered 1 to 500? I guarantee people would go for that. There's only one signature, a Carl Edward Wagner facsimile, and the signature page colophon clearly states that this is a reprint edition limited to 500. No, that's all good. I think that's great. I don't know why anybody would be upset about that. I think that's great. I don't know. I'm not on the market for the Kane books, but if that's something that butters your toast, go for it. And then I Reign in Hell. This book is another one. Jared has a tendency to get me intrigued about books that I've never heard of, because he's such a fan of the works he does, that I like. This looks awesome. I Reign in Hell. This book will be up for sale finally next Sunday. It is 600 pages. That's big. 3-piece cloth binding. It's signed by Quentin Crisp and Harry Brockway. And Harry Brockway passed away in January. That is sad. This book will be $100 even. I think the cover is kind of really intriguing to me. If we go to the website, coming soon, I Reign in Hell. Oh, that's not what I was thinking of. I don't know what I was thinking of, but that wasn't it. Night Train by Thomas Monteleone. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started on that. So, Shockwave Rider. I haven't been to his site. It's kind of sucks that Rough Justice is still available. Because I should have gotten it. Because I have the other Steve Rasnick 10 books. Where's Jason, by the way? Where's Jason? He's a Suntup boy. Wait. Anyone get one of the limited copies from Jones, limited to 50 numbered? Oh, wait a second. That set he was doing. Yes, I told him to wait. Well, I gotta email him. That's right. That's right. Calabra Records is putting out an 8 LP Charles Dexter Ward box set as well. That's your jam, man. I condone your jam. I seen your YouTube short telling people to purchase Seraphina, and so I pre-ordered it right after. I'm telling you, you're going to be one of the happy ones. People are going to pass on it, and then it's going to sell out, and then they're going to be like scrambling for it. I'm going to get carpal tunnel syndrome hitting these emojis. Don't hurt yourself, man. Don't hurt yourself. Please. Please do not. Now I want toast. Bummed he didn't drop the Maupassant book this week. I got one of the TJ set. Yes, I ordered one too. Yes. Well, I mean, I should have gotten one by now. But, I had things in motion in my life with money and things like that. So there's things in motion. Things might be okay someday. Is anybody excited about Subpress? I mean, I feel obligated. The Martha Wells System Collapse book. It's out. I mean, when I get a Subpress email, it's usually like, meh. Murder bots. So, meh. Then this, Silver Nitrate by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Meh. Looks like a YA That art holds zero appeal for me because it looks like a Hardy Boys mystery or a Nancy Drew or a team up of Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew. It's no appeal at all. Meh. So that's even less than a meh. And then finally, look at that. It's like, I don't feel any danger. This is kind of lame. She's got a piece of paper in her hand. I don't know what that is. And she's running from a shadow. The shadow doesn't even look like he's chasing her. He's just sort of standing there. Like, what are you afraid of? Meh. So, I don't know. Don't tell Gabino Iglesias that I'm meh on Sylvia Moreno Garcia, because then he'll cancel me. He'll cancel me faster than a J.K. Rowling. So, anyway, if that's your jam, it's there. You can go get one of them. That's your thing. I just need to bring it to your attention for your edification or what have you. Yes, I'm really looking forward to the Maupassant. Also, I wonder if that will be the Library of Weird Fiction. I ordered that. I love the artist, but I hate that they hired him for black and white illustrations. Oh, System Collapse, not the other one. Silver Nitrate looks bad in my opinion. I know it does. It just doesn't. It looks like a teenage, like a horror book. I don't know. Like, there's chills and thrills, but don't worry, the young woman makes it out alive. It's definitely not like a Judith Sonnet novel where there's a woman carved up on the cover. That's spoiler. She gets carved up. Subpress also wants $185 for Silver Nitrate. Seems like a lot for that book. I didn't even look at the price. I'm not even on it, so it's like, I think Subpress is pricing themselves. In my opinion, they might be nailing it down, but I don't think they're worth that much money. $185? I don't know. Hey, that drill team, Joe Lansdale ding book wasn't dinged. I feel like I've been duped, those evil bastards. I know. I'm like, it's like I want to get that dinged book. So if you don't know, Subpress did a dinged sale on a Lansdale book. They do this every time. The Lansdale books are usually print runs of 1,500 because Joe Lansdale, I guess, never gets tired of signing. And they always have leftovers. They always do these ding sales. You get the dinged book. I've gotten dinged books from Subpress that were really dinged. So I'm not saying they're committing fraud in any way. But when you get a ding book, you want to find that ding. You're like, ooh, where could the ding be? And it's sort of like a little Where's Waldo, a little fun adventure. And then when you don't get one, you're like, so you hit it with a rock and you give it its own little ding. And you're like, there's the ding, Bill. There's the ding. I don't do that. I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. Don't talk about the price, Jeff, or else we're going to get lectured again. I know. We can't do that. We can't talk about the price. Can't talk about cover art. You can't have an opinion. Opinions are like dangerous. Oh, I just broke open the reserve piggy bank and just picked up Serafina. I wish I had a bell. I feel like somebody at a call center. Harvey closed the deal, and you ring a bell, ding, 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 ding. Then Alec Baldwin comes out. He tells you coffee's for closers, and he shoots you. Coffee's for closers. Bang! Take that, Jack Lemmon. Ding, ding, ding. Another Serafina sale. Put it on the board. Got a chalkboard behind me. Call Paul Miller on a landline. Mitch, landline was a phone that was wired directly to the wall, and that wire connected to another wire that went all across the country, connected to other houses and other wires. So you could almost send DNA across the wires. You were literally wired to each other. So you call up Paul. Hey, Paul Miller. Hey, Paulie. Hey, Paulie, you got another Serafina sale. Yeah, you bastard. And then you'd have to get real quiet. Like, is the FBI listening in? Did they tap your phone? And now you got your wiretap right in your own house, and you call it by name and you ask it for how long to cook the chicken nuggets. You used to worry about government surveillance, and now you just put it right in your own home for convenience. It's true story. And if you're reading No One Is Safe and you read Murder by Proxy, you might want to take your Alexa or Echo and smash it to pieces. Philip Fracassi is going to have that effect on you. Fun. It's a good time. It's all fun. It's all fun, good times. I want them looking like an ex-library ding books from CD. I'll tell you what. I got Joe Lansdale. So now I got to show you, and it's going to be a minute. Oh yeah, here it is. This is Joe Lansdale I got from a Subpress sale, dinged sale, and this one was literally an ex-library edition. So that's what that was. Dead on the bones. And it was dinged. So totally dinged. There's no bait and switch. Just because you can't find the dings, maybe it's an emotional ding. Maybe that book felt hurt. I don't know. I'm sitting on this shelf. I just don't know. Is this all there is? Just sitting on this shelf. And everybody's like trying to cheer the book up. And the book's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want platitudes, man. I want answers. I want truth. I want authenticity. And they're like, dude, we're going to have to send you somewhere. I don't care. And then it's like, emotionally, that book is damaged. And then they send it to you, and it starts to cry in your shelf. Like, so that's what I do? I just sit on this shelf? Are you going to read me? The TBR? Yeah, you keep talking about your TBR. Great, I went to a collector, not a reader. So I'm just trying to empathize with that possibility. There are some things you can't see. I know this more than most. I'll admit it. Landline. See, damn, it's busy. Send him a fax. Yeah, Serafina's $85. So I just went and grabbed the Jones set. Oh, damn, boy. I don't. I just stole electricity from my box. I still have my first Boys in the Valley to read. Oh, damn. You got to read that. You got to read it. Give that book a trigger warning. And an edible stat. Just picked up. Yeah, you know what? The book probably did need an edible. And a hug. And maybe an afternoon without worrying about the puppy. You know? That's all. It's not too much. Recharge them batteries. And then you'll be good for another 50 years. Just picked up the Jones set as well. We're selling. Ding, ding, ding. Put it on the board. Jones set sells. Sales sets. There were only 50 of those done. Tyler Jones. 4-book set for $1.60. And you're going to be very happy you got them. Straight from the author, who is a genuinely great being. Glad we could sell them. Let's ring this bell. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. I don't have Earthlings Boys. I wish I did. Oh, yeah, I know. I know. That, you know, I know. Boys, Gothic, and then there's going to be Serafina. But I don't think Paul Michael Cain's doing a Serafina slipcase, which kind of hurts the break. If you think about it, it breaks the heart. Because now I'm not going to have a matching set of those 3 books. I am going to have a matching set of the books, but they're not going to have the slipcases on the shelf. which is fine because I can't put Serafina. It's complicated the way I shelved my books. Gothic. I have Gothic in the slipcase, then the 2 screenplays, and then Boys in the Valley in the slipcase. Or maybe it's the other way around. Boys in the Valley, 2 screenplays, and Gothic. Because 2 screenplays is Boys in the Valley and Gothic. So that joins the set together. So it has to go between the 2 books. Where's Serafina going to go? I mean, did you think about that? I'm surprised those are still available. There are only 50. Yep. Wait. What Sean Ford said. There's one on eBay right now. Bit pricey, though. Boys in the Valley at $750. That's outrageous. Like, there should not be... do we... You know what? Maybe let's do some Beef Daddy intervention right now. Right now. Boys in the Valley. Okay, Boys in the Valley, Philip Fracassi. I'm scrolling. The 2 screenplays are there, blah, blah, blah. I don't see it. Let me see. Boys in the Valley, Fracassi, and then we'll do Earthling. I didn't do it right. Hold on. I didn't do it right. I'm a clumsy writer. And then I gotta... Oh, come on. Yep. These people were not lying to you. Okay, 100% positive from Cepho. Boys in the Valley, $750. It's got Mylar cover. What is that? What is that? What the hell is that? Is that a miscut book? And then what? Reading copy. Okay, so it was $167. It was returned. It is now a reading copy because of the defect. It's $750 with a defect. What does the description say? Oh, this is investigative journalism right now. One of 500 numbered Smithsonian signed. This is a reading copy due to the additional paper leaf shown in the photo. Otherwise, this copy is in very fine condition. All right, well, the person's honest. I mean, so let's slow the roll. $750 is still outrageous. And I will say there are no other Earthling boys. Okay? And don't fall for this shit. Boys in the Valley rebinds. I don't think they're going to be good. So don't fall for that. So let's look at completed listings. Are there other Earthlings? No. Nope. Oh, man. I bet you the people here selling these Boys in the Valley are pissed. Boys in the Vald. Boys in the Vald. Don't spell check. Why? Oh, Boys in the Vald. Maybe that's why it didn't sell. They don't want Vald. First printing hardcover. You could buy it for $25 or $8.50 on eBay. Sorry, take a pause right now. Signed, Philip Fracassi for $20 and it didn't sell. Oh. View original listing. This is what happens. It's a rabbit hole. Just bear with me. Oh, it is signed by the man himself, and it didn't sell. Nobody bought it for $20. You guys, man, I can't believe you didn't buy it for $20. Totally, that is a bargain. That is a bargain. Why would you not get it? Oh, and the pages aren't even cut right. I know. What the hell? $750 for a reading copy. I'm going to offer him $150. Do it. Say, I'll take $600 off. Boys in the Veld is the alternate edition. I know, but it has a worse ending. It doesn't have the final chapter. while it's on this topic, I'm desperately looking for that Boys in the Valley Earthling. I know a lot of people are, man. A lot of people are. I love looking at my shelf. I do, and I see it there. It's great to see it there. You know what? Let's have a little bit of scotch right out of the bottle for Philip Fracassi. Let's do that. It feels like we should. Woo! It took a while for that sip to get to my lip. So best not trip. That's good. Oh, that's good. That's to you. That's to you, Philip. Not even over ice. We're going to drink so much scotch and stout at Fracassi Fest. Oh, boy. $500 with a slipcase on Facebook Marketplace. Oh, there you go. That's good. That's better. I mean, it's $500 is... I've seen it get $450. So if you're putting the slipcase in there, $500 is fair for that. And I only say that because that's the market. You know, right here, I mean, we're a small sampling of the population, but we're Fracassi fans, and so even a few of us are looking for that book, the Earthling edition. So it's fair. I mean, demand is what it is. I think it's crazy. It is crazy how that book went up on the secondary. And then Gothic never got quite as... Gothic went high, and it was less than half the print run. But it didn't seem to get as high as Boys in the Valley. Let's do a quick search of that. That's fun. It is fun. It is fun. Gothic. And maybe that's because look at that. So here it is right here. It sold. That's a bidding war, right? It went to bidding. Sold for $230 on 10 bids. That is exactly where the market is in that moment, of course. And then you got Gothic, which is $30 by Philip Fracassi. Is that a hardcover? It best be a hardcover. Yeah, it is a hardcover. Not signed, though, for $30. Those hardcovers, gone. I don't think you can get a hardcover Gothic from Cemetery Dance. So that's a good find for whoever got that for $30, I think. And then here, look at that Gothic, $600 over there in the UK or wherever, international. And wow, $600. Oh, man, I was wrong. I didn't realize it got that much. Dudes and dudettes. Let's see if there are any current Gothics. No. No current Earthling Gothics. Wow. So, yeah, I'm surprised it didn't go up way, way, way high, but Bartlett has a new signed limited coming out from Cairo Terra Press this week. Matthew Bartlett. I just go by the last name. Bartlett's also my favorite pair. Gothic is sitting at around $230-ish. If you get the Jones set, you have the rights for the same number for the next 50 limited that he's doing next year. Good to point that out. Yeah, I hope he sells them all out. It's such a... I love seeing things like that direct from the publisher or the author. Love that stuff. And he's such a great guy, great author. Can't wait for Night of Long Knives. The print run is probably going to be $500 on that as well. I don't know, though. I don't know. Okay, so what else we got to talk about? We talked about release week. I didn't talk about this, though. Look at this. Mike, I told you I would talk about it. Look at that. This is Mrs. Mike's arm with the tattoo of a blue butterfly. And that's not a Fracassi connection. That is, I was blown away when I saw this. Oh my God, that is my daughter's butterfly that she drew. And we are just blown away and honored. Like, I can't even process this. I can't keep my eyes off of it. It looks stunning. I cannot believe you did that. And to get Elsa's signature right there is like, oh my God. Oh my God. Mike, that's really amazing. Man. So that's all. I just wanted to share it because I really think it turned out. The colors are vibrant, beautiful. Everything is amazing. Like, it's hard to translate faithfully a piece of art to skin, and that artist did it. And that, I mean, God, I just can't. I can't get over that. I can't get over that. That is really so amazing. I'm so glad she loves it because, I mean, it's part of her now, and you know, I mean, I got this leprechaun tattoo that I really don't like. I wish I didn't have it anymore. But so I know about that, but I love this. So I love that. And I'm glad that falls into the category of this with Stephanie. So I'm glad. Thank you. Anyone else see that blank artwork? You put the word in there, Stephen Dwayne Nelson Jr., but that was like not for public consumption yet, I don't believe. Unpopular decision here, but I might maybe do a lettered Child Alone with Strangers for a Weave World Earthling trade. What? I've been toying with the ideas. Don't judge me. LOL. I need to finish Weave World. So you're looking for the signed Weave World, right? Unpopular decision here, but I might maybe do a lettered Child Alone trade for a Weave World Earthling. I love book trades, even though you're on the losing end. So here, Jesse. Oh, wrong door. Jesse. I happen to have the gift edition of Weave World. The gift, and I bought a Damnation Game slipcase from Cemetery Dance, and it fits Weave World perfectly. Look at that. But this is unsigned gift edition. But it's still gorgeous. Still gorgeous. Boom. You want to trade this? I'm kidding. You're not. I would not do that to you, Jesse. I would not help you lose money or lose. I wouldn't do that to you. I mean, not without like. I mean, I might do that to you. I would do that. Yeah, you know what? I would do that. If you would trade a lettered for a gift edition, I would do that. I wouldn't feel good about it. But you know what? Time and scotch and stouts, I'd get over it. It is a beautiful book. And I mean, if you're really loving the book that much, nobody could judge you for getting the signed one. Nobody, I wouldn't judge you. It's what you like. But that child lettered. What would I trade for a child lettered? I mean, I would trade a lot in a trade for a child lettered. I don't know, man. I'm still waiting on my lettered child, but I know Brian will get it worked out. Okay, well, I hope you get it, man. Those are beautiful. How could you think of that, Jesse? How could you do that? Well, so what you want? Obviously, the signed one, right? The signed numbered. Let's see. The books. Out of print. I can't find it and they're out of print. I know it's there. I'm just not seeing it real easy. When did it sell out for him? Oh, the Hellbound Heart. Damn, that. It's not still available. Oh, there it is. So you're looking at trading the child for the numbered edition was $250. Damn. Man, I wish I'd been paying attention back in 2012 when he did Weave World. Oh. Get the hell out of here. That's amazing. Look at, there's the lettered. Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm vomiting. That's beautiful. Oh. That came out well after 2012. That came out pretty recently, actually. But that numbered edition, what a shame to miss out on that. So you're going to trade for that. I mean, that's your prerogative. I'd love to see if somebody would do that. Take the deal, Jeff. No, he wouldn't do. Yeah, no, not for the gift. Yeah, numbered. They're about the same price, I think. I'm always open to trades. The numbered went up to $1,000. I haven't priced it in ages. It's a beautiful book. Earthling Weave World numbered showing up for $1,000 on Abe Books. 2 copies. So there you go. He's looking to trade Child for Weave for shortening book titles. Very cool. Both are great books. I can't say anything, you know. I mean, I have more Guinness. Wow. That's like finding more money in your pocket. Oh. Oh. But I think if I was in your position, Jesse, between the numbered Weave World, which I would really, really want, and the lettered Child, I would stay with lettered Child. But that's why we're all different people, unless this is a simulation and we're all NPCs. Extra innings. Is there... Oh, you're watching some baseball? Are you watching baseball? Are you saying I'm going extra innings? It's not even 10 yet, Eastern. So I get the side eye at 10, and then I take the garbage out. That's my routine. So it's not an exciting life. Beef Daddy lives. No excitement. Still copies available on Tyler's site. They won't last long. Act now, my friends. Act now. Yes, you should. You should get over there. 7th inning stretch. It is. Yeah, it's more like take me out to the brawl game. And Hans didn't show up. Hans did not. Do I need to... I'm finishing the beer for Hans. I would pour it out for Hans, but I'm just going to... Here's to you, Hans. Yeah, recency bias, I guess. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. We all have our things. All have our things. I have a first edition Weave World. I'll trade you... How about this, Jesse? I'll trade you the Earthling gift and the first edition trade edition I got from Salvation Army for $3. Which is pricey for Salvation Army. You couldn't really see it. But I leave... It's sick. But when I get a book from a thrift shop, I leave the sticker on to remind me. I mean, it's all beat to hell. This is super beat up. But it is... Oh, wait a second. Was this a book club edition? Oh, man. That really pisses me off. Yeah. Yeah, it's a book club edition. Oh, that's bullshit. Now I'm mad. I paid $3 for a book club edition. I thought I was getting a first edition trade, but no, it's a stupid book club edition. Book club edition. Wow, now I'm mad. Okay, a discount, and I'll throw in $5 because it's a book club edition. The gift edition, the book club edition, and $5. And you could send me the lettered child. It's all a joke. I would never insult your intelligence like that. I would find some other ways to do it. Go get your $3 back. Rip off. I know, it's a mega rip off. That's what you get. You get excited in the thrift store aisle, and you grab it, and you run to the thing, and you get it, and then it's like, it wasn't even worth that. Oh, that's amazingly stupid. Good night, Sean. Good to see you. I will message you back on the thing. But thank you for being here. Well, good times. Excuse me. Oh, I got the burps. More beer equals extra innings. Can't have any beer left. No, you have to have it. It's a law. It's a law. So, I mean, I talked about everything I wanted to talk about tonight. I hit on every point I wanted to make. Some bonus points we talked about. I even threw a little Stephen King cemetery rant in there. Cemetery rant. We talked Earthling, a lot of Earthling. We talked Curious King. I gotta say, you guys, Curious King, that is the shit. And I would. So the books are there, but those are the ones that are currently. I would love to get before they are hanged. Oh. 230 pounds published price. Look at that. See, now you're not even here. I'm just like shopping for books, just like tripping balls, And you helped sell some books tonight. I did. Oh, okay, Loki's got to go out. Okay, well then, if Loki's got to go out, then maybe I just got to jump off and probably take Poe out. We took Poe to the dog park. Poe's huge. We got him when he was 4 pounds. Now he's 22. And he's 2% wolf, if you read my newsletter. So, I did help sell some books. I like supporting these authors who do great things and get everybody to the happy place, so you guys could be happy as well, so we could all be happy. So that was great. If anybody sees Hans, tell him we still got his bar stool sitting there. He's got a little reserved card tent right there in front of his bar stool. It says reserved for Hans. We got. He doesn't have to man the bar tonight. We'll get him a drink, and he's there, and he's always got a stool in the Jeff Word Lounge. But I'm glad for all of you who come here so regularly and hang out and talk books and enjoy this hobby we all have. we all get broke and happy. We're all broke and happy, and we're all broken. Think about that. That's a poem I just wrote. So I'm glad you're here. I will be back next week, and we're gonna talk about some stuff, and then we get to talk about Suntup and talk about that book that was just released, and if it's still available. And next week will be his next quarterly announcement. Think about that. So good night, guys, gals, everybody who is here, and stay frosty. I mean, not too chilly, though. It's summer. Maybe put the air on, but not like super low. Good night, everybody. Talk to you all later on. See you in the next